What's up guys, Dan again from the Headwaters Kayak Shop, and behind me I've got a really cool viewer's rig. A lot of you guys ask questions about this boat, call the shop, ask them in the comment section. I'm here with Mr. Greg Blanchard, fellow YouTuber and a friend of ours, and we've got his Titan 10.5 that has been rigged up by the wizard himself, Ramel Labrador, and I've got Greg here. He's going to give us a little walkthrough of his yak. All right, Greg, tell me a little bit about your boat, sir.
Alright, so this is a native watercraft, Titan 10.5. I've had this guy for, gosh, I think about 8 months now. Gotta go with the copperhead, that's my color of choice, and this is an awesome fishing kayak. It's an awesome tournament kayak. You know, it's served me well. I have definitely done some things, well, not me, let me say that. Most of these mods are done by the wizard, Ramel, but a lot of these things are not standard to the kayak, so it's a little bit different boat than what you're probably used to seeing for Titans. Guess we can just start at the front.
Yeah, work through it.
The front. This is something that is a custom mod to this boat. Usually comes with a rubber hatch. We've added a hinge hatch. So this is nice because it's just easier to access, a little bit more convenient. And now we can actually utilize the space in there. Now this net is actually, I think it's called a Promar net, fishing net. It's got a flexible bar which allows us to actually take out the contents inside. You get more volume with the net too, so I can really overload my boat. That's clearly one of my goals too.
I love it. This is hilarious.
So front hatch contents, we got a 360 light in case you're in the dark. You gotta have that for safety and legally. Extra baits are in here, you know, miscellaneous things, first aid kit, line. Oh, I guess this is a little bit of a hack. So on occasion, the front of my boat or inside the boat will fill up with a tiny bit of water, droplets of water, maybe every couple trips. Now instead of flipping my boat over and draining it, that's the deal right there.
The turkey baster.
Turkey baster, just get it, take it out, it's easy as that.
All right.
So, that's a nice handy tool to have. All right, front hatch. Oh, another mod too is the handle. Just added an extra handle so we can change the orientation of the grip. A little bit easier to cart. We've got the pedal drive. I think a lot of guys with Titans or pedal drives add something to this little screw right here. This is just a cell phone holder. I usually use it just to hold like a rod between there or my net. My net's here, it's a G2 landing net. So either the net goes up here or just lay it like that.
Custom pedals, look at that. I mean,
custom
let's talk
pedals.
about that.
These are just the, I mean, I forget what they're called. They're BMX pedals from Amazon. I think they were like 30 bucks. And I actually installed them. Ramel didn't do that. I did it myself.
It was all you.
Yeah.
Did you grease the threads first?
Maybe. They work, we'll say that.
All right.
All right, so let's go to the seat. So the seat, we've got the NRS Chinook Life Vest. Got to go with that. So the seat is definitely a little bit different than what you get it, you know, out of the box. Big thing that is different is the riser. So we've added a riser to the gear tracks below, and instead of just having wasted space down there, we've added some slide-out trays. So you can put, I mean, I actually don't put a lot in there. Urinal, honestly, it's a urinal.
You don't just pee through the hatch, Greg?
No. And on the other side, I actually use this as a garbage. I've made garbages in the past in, like, you know, little cups, and then, you know, wrappers and stuff just fly out throughout the day. So at least with my garbage, my line, all that extra nonsense just gets tucked away. I close it up. At the end of the day, open it up, take the garbage, throw it out. It's done with. Keep my hog trough just stowed right here. It's just a convenient place to put a hog trough. Got my paddles on the other side. Rarely need them, but when you do, they're there. Probably one of my favorite things about this boat is the seat tray. The junk drawer, we'll call it. So that is, again, another mod by the wizard, just to give you guys a full look at it and the size. Just, yeah, again, you know, we're not wasting space, and this actually has been one of the most convenient things for me on this boat. Just, you know, quick, easy items to get. Sunglasses, you know, sunscreen, fish sticks, marker, scale, buff. I mean, just the stuff that you always need, and it can be right there. So, love the trunk drawer. Oh, I got a multi-tool in there too. That's actually come in handy when things break on the boat. Doesn't happen often, but it is nice to have a multi-tool. And then if you come on the side, so this tray area, this all does come with a seat. This wasn't a mod, but you know, I keep the basics in there. We got pliers, we got some scissors, donkey leash, Calco's donkey leash, and might as well get into the Torpedo. So another big upgrade for me in fishing and kayak fishing, tournament fishing, was adding a Torpedo electric motor to my boat. Yeah, you guys have probably heard of this, but if you haven't, this is basically battery powered. It's all electric, no gas. Still have to register the boat. It is registered, but this guy, it essentially gets me to my spots quicker, saves me a lot of energy throughout the day, and you know, the battery's, it's a big lithium battery. I probably, you know, on full speed, I go about 4.5 miles per hour without pedaling, and I can probably go 8 to 10 miles in a day on a full charge. So absolutely amazing. Real simple to use. You have the fob here. I usually just clip this to my life vest in case I take a dump. And yeah, pretty much forward. Go to reverse. And it's nice because it, you know, it gives you a battery life. I have 3%. I just got off the water. I really use, so it just shows how much I use that. I put in, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10 miles today. So battery's gone. Got to go charge it. The nice thing is I can charge this battery in probably like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And then the other thing is when I want to pull the motor up. So if you're in the grass, in the weeds, and you need to pull it up, easy to do so.
And I see you went with the slipstream mount on this. Tell me about that.
So this is the slipstream mount by Easy Mount, and I believe the gentleman's name is Daniel Reach, and it worked perfect for the Torpedo. I mean, there was a few adjustments that Ramel had to make, but it's a solid mount. It's sturdy, and it goes well for all kayaks, not just the Titan.
Sweet.
Oh, so behind the seat we have another mod. This is just a hinged lid, but I like to keep some drinks back there and just to keep them in the shade, so I asked the wizard for a lid and I got a lid. So that actually has come in handy by keeping my, you know, my water, my Gatorades cooler. No fancy place to put excess wire, so I just put it right here. You close the lid. I mean, that's as clean as I can make it, at least. And wiring goes to the fish finder. We got a Raymarine Dragonfly. I've had that for like 4 years, and it's not the fanciest unit in the world, but it works for me, and it's still going strong. I got the swing arm transducer. I know a lot of guys mount their transducers to the bottom of their boat, but this is just easy for me. I can pull it up if I need to. The nice thing about this whole setup, everything that I have on my boat, I take off completely. I don't have a garage. Everything has to come off. So that's one of the important things about this boat, is being able to, you know, put things on and take them off easily and effectively. So for this, I mean, it's real simple. We got some wires here. Fish finder actually plugs right into the battery or the tackle trunk. We'll talk about that soon, but this is the tackle trunk. I'm done. So super easy, super clean, and makes life a lot easier. So why don't we get into the tackle trunk? I've been definitely getting a lot of messages on this particular box. It's actually it's a case Cruzer box. This is not like a fishing box that you can just buy. This is a case Cruzer box. I'm sure Dan can link it in the description. But it's a case Cruzer box, and then Ramel did a lot of modification to this box to make it kayak friendly. So I wanted a box that held my baits, my batteries, my lunch, my boxes, pretty much anything else that I could need during a day of fishing, and that's pretty much what this box does. Now, before I had this, I'd have a fish finder battery, I'd have a torpedo battery, I'd have a black pack, I'd have my lunch. All those things were separate, and I'd have to put them on my boat and take them off separately. Well, with this, it's all in one. And the nice thing about this, and you can't see it, is this actually has a telescoping handle and some wheels. So I can roll this thing to and from, you know, place to place. It's easy to cart, and it's just, again, another thing that has made getting on the water and fishing a lot easier and more fun.
Walk me through the contents just a little bit.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
have to go into
absolutely.
detail, but I see lots of wiring and stuff, so
Oh, yeah.
break it down for me.
So let's talk about the front. So we've got our torpedo battery right here, okay? And again, one of the nice things about this box is everything is plug and play. So all the plugs, all the ports are on the outside. So our torpedo goes right in here. That's to the motor. Our throttle control right there. Wiring's pretty clean. We got our fish finder battery. That's actually a lithium, I think it's a Bioenno 20 volt battery. Not the biggest battery in the world, but that'll last me 2 days on the water, powering my fish finder and my camera. So another thing about the box is we've got USBs and cigarette lighter ports on the other side.
Let's see if I can get in there and get that.
So there's a couple there.
Let me swing around here.
Got a couple there. I actually just use this one for my phone. You turn it on, it gives you your volts. Again, I was just on the water all day and all last night, so we're running kind of low. Still plenty of battery life, but I use that for my phone. I had to use that today on the water. My phone was getting low, so that came in handy. And then the other side right here, again, the fish finder goes down there, and then this is the USB cable to my GoPro. So one of the nicest things about this is that I can run my GoPro all day and not have to worry about it. So I used to have to change batteries every hour and a half, but now I just turn it on in the morning, forget about it, turn it off when I return from the water, and go over the footage. So that's pretty much how I have an all-day running GoPro.
That's incredible.
Yeah, definitely something that, you know, has made the battery situation a lot cleaner.
So before you guys leave it in the comment section, I'm just going to say it right now, is Ramel is not really for hire. He has a full-time job. He loves tricking out these kayaks and things. In between Greg, myself, and a few of our friends, we keep that guy busier than he wants to be. So
Yeah.
a lot of this you'll have to kind of figure out on your own, and I'll try my best to answer questions as I know them.
Yep. And we do have a parts list too, so I think we can link that.
Oh, that would be awesome if
add
we
the
could do that.
Yep, we got parts lists for both this and the front hatch. So
Cool.
I'll send those to you.
Thank you.
But yeah, then everything else is, you know, camera stuff, soft plastics, you know, extra batteries, terminal tackle, all my baits. You guys know all the baits I use. I don't have to show them. This is I don't know, this is kind of a little just miscellaneous box, but I think it's worth showing. So some things, again, that you might not always need, but when you need them, you want them there. So again, phone charger, we've got some line spray, line conditioner, some Mend It. Actually, I had to use this today. I ran out of a soft plastic that I was only getting bit on that color, and I had to use some Mend It because I was, you know, out of packs. Some batteries, just Gorilla Glue, yeah, electrical tape. So
I can hear it now in the comments. I was weird. I just heard it said, "Why don't you get a boat? Why don't you just get a boat, Greg?"
I don't even want to explain. That's another video. That's another video. There's a lot of reasons.
They just don't get it. People just don't get it.
There's a lot of reasons. Oh, we got our stickers here.
That's a really nice sticker collection. Look at that.
That's a decent one, right?
Yeah, that's a colorful one. You guys should get yourself one of those.
So that is the tackle trunk, and then the only other part about it is the rod holders. So we got 8 rod holders. I usually bring anywhere between 6 and 8 rods. Got some Cal Coast bait sacks here. And the ones on the ends are angled just because when we open the lid, if they were in this orientation, you couldn't open the lid all the way. The nice thing about the lid is when you do open it, it sticks, it stays. It's not, you know, slamming your fingers.
Oh, that is cool.
That's why we had to angle these back a little bit.
Nice. love how he just uses carbon like it's no big thing. Just, you know.
Yeah, right.
Why use aluminum when you could have carbon?
I know.
That's Ramel's attitude towards life.
He has like an excess amount of that stuff, I think.
I don't get it. God bless him, though. We're thankful to have him local.
Yeah, absolutely. But,
any other tricked out things? Looks like a...
Well, we got the Boondocks rudder upgrade. Definitely helped with the tracking. This is a shorter boat, so you need that just to give it better tracking. I've tried it both ways, stock rudder and that, and Boondocks rudder is the way to go for this boat. Burley Pro steering upgrade. One of the few problems native boats have is that their cables snap every so often. So they came out with this, what's it, like 1000 Spectra something. It's super durable. I mean, it does two things, really. Yeah. I mean, it increases the throw of your rudder, and it strengthens the line. What we noticed here is that the stock rudder wasn't too big of a problem, but as soon as you go to this upgraded rudder with more surface area, which gives you better tracking, which gives you better maneuverability, but it also puts more pressure on those lines. Yep. So the Burley Pro upgrade, it gives you better steering. Could you go hit the steering for me? Yep. So it gives you better throw on your steering than the stock system. But the other thing it does is it strengthens that whole setup. So we've been really happy with that upgrade. Definitely a logical one for us. And we didn't touch on your landing gear. It's almost like standard, like it should come with the boat. Oh yeah, I can get the landing gear. Yeah, and so the other thing we have is the Boondocks landing gear. These wheels are an absolute must. If you have this boat or any kayak that's probably over 80 pounds, I mean, so simple to use. I mean, you really don't have to, you know, cart your boat anymore to the water. Well, you have to cart it, but you have wheels already on there. So I had the C-Tug before, the C-Tug cart, that little green and black cart, which is fine. It's a good cart, but you'd still have to pick your kayak up and, you know, just assemble it just so, and then strap it down. Well, with this just attaches to the gear tracks, and these wheels just drop down. So if you have this in the bed of your truck, you just drop your wheels down before you take it out. Unload it, it's on the wheels, bring it to the water, put it right in the water, wheels still on, you're in the water, take your wheels out, put them like that, and you're done. So I actually can't imagine having this kayak without the landing gear. Yeah, we've never sold one without it, and then the one we did sell, the guy came back the next week, it's like, yeah, I need those landing gears. Yeah, you need them. So we just included in the package. So yeah, that's definitely a must. Well, Greg, I really appreciate you showing us your yak, man. And I know there's a lot of kayaks that you could paddle. I'm sure anybody would be stoked to have you in their boat. But why did you pick the Titan 10.5? Well, the Titan 10.5 for me is the perfect size. It's not too big and it's not too small, so I still get a ton of stability. The reason I go native is for this, the propel drive, forward and instant reverse. But this boat in particular, you know, it's just it's shorter, which allows it to fit in my truck a lot better. I can store it a lot easier. I travel a lot. You guys may know that I travel a lot, so I'm not always blessed with a garage. So I've had to find some interesting places to store this. And this boat is, you know, perfect size for storage anywhere. I mean, I've had the, you know, the Titan 13.5, the big Titan, and honestly, I don't feel like I lost much room storage-wise. I mean, the front hatch is definitely smaller. Everything is smaller, but it's almost near the same stability, and I still have all my gear that I want to bring with me. So this boat, even though it's smaller, was kind of the perfect package for me. Awesome, man. Well, I sure appreciate you showing it to us, walking through all the details. If you guys have any questions, I'm sure you will, leave those in the comment section, and we will do our best to try to get you the answers you're looking for. Check the description of this video first. As far as parts lists go, we'll try to link up as much as we possibly can. But we hope this helps give you guys some ideas, think outside the box, and just know that if you can dream it, you can create it. This is a tournament fishing kayak that is about as decked out as you can get. And when people ask why not just get a boat, to us this is so much better than a boat, so much cooler than a John boat. It gets you out there, it's small, it's portable, it gets you places where no other boat could get you, and honestly it's just flat out fun. I don't know what else to say. It's what we like to do. It's who we are. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. We appreciate it. Greg, thanks for letting me check out your boat, man. Always a pleasure to have you. If you haven't done so already, go check out Greg's channel, subscribe. He's got an awesome kayak fishing channel that you guys will really enjoy. So until next time, this is Dan, Greg,
index. Wishing you happy paddling. We'll see you on the next one.